Okay, in this lesson we're going to draw the bearing for the stuffing box exam review. I'm going to go to New File, a New Part. First thing is I'm going to confirm that my document is an ANSI document and the units are in inches. Good to go. From the start I'm going to set my materials to brass, make my front plane visible, and get started with a sketch. Square that up. I like to draw from the origin, and I'm going to use smart gesture or mouse gestures here to get my dimensions up. This is going to be a 3-inch diameter circle. Back to my circle command, right above the center, right above the origin, I'm going to draw a second circle, and again right below the origin, make sure you get the dotted lines, I'm going to draw a third circle. Go back to dimensioning, and those circles are going to be 1.5 on the diameter. Okay, next up is some tangent lines. Pay close attention to the starting point of the line. Start right about here and wait till I get my tangent icon. Okay, another line from this side, again starting about here. Oops. And make sure I get tangent. Line command again. Why does it keep going back to circles? When you're all done, confirm that all 4 lines have tangent symbols on both ends. And we can jump in and trim out what we don't need. I like to trim to closest. Get rid of this. Exit our sketch, go to Extruded Boss, and we're going to select this. Oops. Accidentally got another sketch in here. Let me just delete that. Alright, features, Extruded Boss, here we go. Keeps launching another sketch. We're going to extrude this to 3/8 of an inch. Okay, next up is the hole wizard. Going to go with a standard hole, 5/8 of an inch in diameter. And it's going to be through all. As we use the select the surface we want the hole to go in, we're going to hover over this arc, and you're going to notice it's going to activate the arc's center. Don't click on the edge of the arc, just hover over it, and then this becomes active, and we can select that for the center point of our circle. Looks like I got the wrong size diameter hole. Let me just see if I can edit that. Oh, I have custom size here and it's making it 1.25 inches. That wants to be 5/8. See what happens now. There we go. Looks better. I'm going to grab the sketch command, select the surface here, and we need to put a cylinder on the face of this using the the circle command. Select the origin, drag out, and this is going to be 1 3/4 in diameter. So I'm going to gesture for my smart dimension. 1.75. Finish this sketch and extrude this to be 1 3/4. Let's make that 2 inches. Need to put a similar feature on the other side. Grab the sketch command, select that surface, circle. Again, we're going to select the origin, and in this case our diameter is going to be 1.5. Exit our sketch and whoops. This case we're going to go out 3/4 of an inch. Okay, so far so good. We need to put a hole through this entire part for our propeller shaft. So I'm going to go to the hole wizard. It's going to be a 1 1/4 inch diameter hole. Yeah, let's just put it in under custom sizes. 1.25. Distance is going to be through all. Go to position. We're going to select the surface. Again, I'm going to reference the edge of this cylinder, which is going to highlight that midpoint. And I think we're good to go. So we now have the bearing mostly complete. We're going to add some threads and a chamfer, and this part should be all set. First I'm going to add the threads. This is just a cosmetic thing. So we're going to go to Insert, Annotation, Cosmetic Threads. This will show up on our drawing sheet though. Threads are going to be ANSI inch threads, 1 3/4, 5 threads per inch, and the distance is going to be 1.5 inches. So we need to select the edge of the cylinder. It's not happy with me. Try that one more time. Oop, I think it has to do with the diameter of the hole. I made that hole too large. I'm going to edit that hole. Actually, I'm going to put a new one in there. Let's go to Hole Wizard, and this time I'm going to make that just a 1 inch diameter hole. And we want to go through all. Okay, now let's try our, didn't like the threads going over that, so we're going to go back to Insert, Annotation, Cosmetic Thread. Again, setting this to 1 3/4, and the distance is going to be 1.5. Let's see if it's happy this time. Still not happy. There we go. Alright. We want to view those threads, so we're going to go to Options, go to Thread, Cosmetic Thread Display, and let's take a look and see what we got. That looks right. Okay. Lastly, we need to add a chamfer. So we're going to go hiding under fillet here. We have our chamfer. We're going to set it to 0.125, and this part is done. So File, Save. I'm going to call it bearing number 2. See how we make out.